If you're looking for something fun to do in Syracuse this weekend that has nothing to do with Halloween, here are 14 different events going on that I think you would love no matter what your vibe is. Thursday, October 30th through Saturday, November 1st, Clue live on stage is being performed at the Landmark Theater. I know a couple people that saw it on opening night and they absolutely recommended it. They said it was so funny. There's one show tonight, one show Friday night, and then 2 shows on Saturday. Friday, October 31st, Fort Brewerton is doing their fall display, and that's at the NOPL Brewerton. Friday, October 31st, SU football team is playing UNC, and the Myers Creek Inner Harbor location is hosting a huge pregame party. Also October 31st, the Syracuse Crunch hockey team has a game versus the Utica Comets, and that's going to be at the Upstate Medical Arena at the On Center downtown. Saturday, November 1st, the Rosamond Gifford Zoo is hosting their annual Squishing of the Squash. So essentially, if you want to know what happens with all of the Halloween pumpkins after Halloween, all the animals get to eat them at the zoo. Also November 1st, Talking Cursive is hosting their annual Dia de los Muertos brunch. Saturday, November 1st, my friend Jen over at Glow Yoga is hosting a yoga class with JJ Starling from the SU basketball team. If you grab a ticket, you can do a yoga class with JJ and do a little meet and greet with some of their juices and smoothies from their smoothie bar right after class. Also November 1st, there's going to be a fall concert hosted at St. Cecilia's Church. November 1st, the Syracuse Crunch actually has another game and they're playing the Belleville Senators, and that's also going to be at the Upstate Medical Arena at the On Center downtown. Also November 1st, Syracuse is doing another candlelight concert, and I don't know if you guys get the same ads that I do. I always see the candlelight concerts no matter what city I'm popping into, and they always look so much fun. That's gonna be hosted by the Syracuse Orchestra at Inspirational Hall. And then probably one of the coolest events that's going on this weekend is, if you don't know, the first weekend of every month, Bank of America partners with a ton of different museums across the country to do this thing called Museums on Us. So if you are a Bank of America card holder, you can go into the MOST, which is the Science Museum downtown, and get free entry to the museum Saturday and Sunday of this week. And it's super cool because they do that every single month. So the first weekend of the month, if you have a Bank of America card, you can go to the MOST for free. There's also a ton of other museums that participate in it, so if you're not in the Syracuse area, you can just go onto the BOA app and they'll show you like all of the different places that you can go for free with your Bank of America card. Sunday, November 2nd, there's going to be a fundraiser walk to end Alzheimer's, and that's going to be at the Arena and Event Center at OCC. Also on November 2nd, my lovely friends over at the Emerson and Soul Society are hosting their wellness edit for their anniversary event. So the Emerson is turning 5 years old and Soul Society is turning 3 years old, so they're having a huge wellness morning full of just like a ton of really cool things, and that's going to be at the Emerson. I have it written down as November 2nd, but I do actually believe that it's all weekend long. But if you go to the Expo Center at the New York State Fair this weekend, they are holding the Great New York State Model Train Fair. And last but not least, there is a choral and instrumental recital being held at St. Paul's Syracuse, which is an Episcopal church that is downtown. I know it's really hard because this Friday is Halloween and like Saturday is basically like Halloween part 2, but I hope I found you guys enough really cool events that are going on if you don't celebrate Halloween, or if you just don't want to do anything for Halloween this year. If I missed anything, put it in the comments below, and y'all know the drill. If there's